Not 100, not 300, not 600. Over 1,000 stray dogs were killed.
Just to win Gram Panchayat elections.
They were paid 500 rupees for each dog they killed.
We want justice!
The Supreme Court said it's an institutional failure.
This is very inhuman.
Why the animal birth control program has not been implemented properly.
Don't put those horse blinkers and just focus dogs just because dogs cannot fight back.
Bhutan achieved 100% sterilization of stray dogs. Turkey adopted a street dog coexistence model. Netherlands achieved a state dog-free status. Could India's stray dog crisis be handled with both safety and empathy? Lethal injections, poisoned food, sticks and shooting. What are some of the ways in which many people in India try to get rid of stray dogs? Dog bites, political motives and fear led them to take drastic steps. But animal lovers and welfare groups objected to the way the long persisting stray dog issue was being handled.
Why the animal birth control program has not been implemented properly.
Now, beyond political blame and public frustration lay the question, could this crisis be handled with both safety and empathy? I am Vaishnavi and today we'll delve into India's stray dog crisis. What's happening, what are the challenges, and how other countries have tackled such problems. In December 2025, around the time of the Gram Panchayat elections in Telangana, stray dogs were suddenly found dead in many villages under mysterious circumstances. At first, the numbers were small, but the death toll kept rising, raising suspicion. By January 2026, local animal welfare groups and villagers from Hanamkonda, Kamareddy, Yacharam and Jagtial district raised the alarm that dogs were being poisoned or given lethal injections. And this happened after some of the carcasses were found near the villages. In one widely shared video from Dharampuri area of Jagtial district, a man was seen injecting a stray dog with an unknown and apparently lethal substance. And within moments, the dog collapsed. And this footage became a central piece of evidence prompting action by authorities.
If there is a locality where 5 dogs are aggressive, I will come and pick up the 5 dogs. I will kill those 5 dogs. Fair enough. But because of those 5 dogs, when you kill 500 dogs, that is wrong. One man is a rapist and a murderer. So for that one man, you cannot kill 100 men. You cannot put 100 men in jail.
So since December 2025, more than 1,200 dogs had allegedly been killed across Telangana. Activists and some media reports suggested that the actual number of dogs being killed may be much higher.
Innocent dogs on the street asking for food, your attention, your affection, just killed in cold blood. For what?
But why was this happening now? So according to villagers and animal welfare groups, the killings were connected to the Gram Panchayat elections that took place in December. They alleged that some candidates had promised to curb the stray dog menace in their villages after residents complained about dog bites and brought up safety risks. So now, after winning the polls, some newly elected village leaders allegedly hired private contractors to kill the dogs using lethal injections and poisoned food. The contractors were paid about 500 rupees for each dog, which covered both killing the animal and disposing of the carcass as per this Economic Times report.
This is very inhuman, this is very unscientific, this is very illogical.
In one such case, police filed an FIR after 300 dogs were found killed in Aripalli village on 9 January. The village Sarpanch, secretary and others were booked under Section 325 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita and Section 11A of the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960. These sections dealt with killing or poisoning animals by a group of people.
And in the due course of investigation, people are saying that we are facing severe problems with dog bites and skin infection of the dogs. I request people to adapt other government methods like sterilization of the dogs, and request people not to kill the dogs and other animals.
Now, after reports of mass killings of dogs in Telangana surfaced, animal welfare groups and activists raised the issue nationally, with some protesting outside the Telangana Bhavan in Delhi.
Why are so many voiceless beings being killed just to win Gram Panchayat elections? Is this what this country stands for? The ethos of this country is coexistence. Our G20 slogan summit was Vasudev Kutumbakam. This is what we are telling the world, that be kind to animals. And in our own country, for elections like Gram Panchayat, we're killing thousands of animals. The mountain of dead bodies is just rising and nobody seems to care. That is why we are here today.
The Telangana dog killings became part of the larger debate on stray dogs, which had already reached the Supreme Court through petitions and cases on dog attacks and dog population control. On 13 January 2026, the Supreme Court said governments had failed to properly handle the stray dog problem. It warned states that they could be forced to pay heavy compensation in dog bite cases. At the same time, the court made it clear that killing stray dogs was illegal and an unacceptable solution.
Root cause for the dogs is the mismanagement of the civic society. As human beings, we have developed a society where we need to keep our streets free of garbage, because this garbage is what is creating the problems. When this garbage is exposed, the animals go there and it is giving a breeding ground for these dogs. And when these dogs are breeding and getting larger and bigger, the health issue, the biting issue is all coming into place. So once this is managed properly, and along with that, ABC and AR, animal birth control, anti-rabies vaccination drives are properly taken care. And these, I am sure the government can't do them alone. I think they have to tie up with the NGOs. Then I think the resolution for this problem will come into place.
But India has had laws to manage stray dogs at least since 2001. So how did we reach a point where the Supreme Court had to step in and animal lovers and activists had to take to the streets? On 28 July 2025, the Supreme Court took suo motu cognizance of the growing stray dog problem after the Times of India report highlighted the death of a 6-year-old Delhi girl from rabies after a dog bite. Her name was Chubby, and she had only started going to school 2 days before a stray dog bit her. Even though she got 2 out of the 3 rabies shots prescribed to her, she developed a fever and had difficulty swallowing water before passing away. A rabid dog's bite can affect the central nervous system and is usually fatal if not treated immediately. Now, taking note of Chubby's case in 2025, a bench of 2 Supreme Court justices observed there are reports of hundreds of dog bite incidents from both cities and peripheral areas, many of which have led to rabies infections. Ultimately, it is the infants and senior citizens who are falling prey to this deadly disease. On 11th August 2025, a Supreme Court order said all stray dogs in Delhi NCR should be moved to shelters within 8 weeks. The estimated population of stray dogs in Delhi was more than 8 lakh. A senior Delhi government official told the Indian Express that the government did not have any running shelter. Delhi, Gurugram, Ghaziabad and Noida were among the national capital region areas that the Supreme Court order covered. So one of the Supreme Court judges said, infants and young children at any cost should not fall prey to rabies. The action should inspire confidence that they can move freely without fear of being bitten by stray dogs. No sentiments should be involved. And if any individual or organization comes in the way of picking up stray dogs or rounding them up, we will proceed to take action. All animal activists and lovers, will they be able to bring back the children who have fallen prey to rabies? The court asked. The bench directed NCT Delhi, Municipal Corporation of Delhi and New Delhi Municipal Council to immediately make dog shelters and report about the creation of infrastructure all over the NCT Delhi within 8 weeks. And not a single dog picked up shall be released back on the streets or public spaces. It said the dog shelters shall have sufficient personnel for sterilizing and immunizing stray dogs and also for looking after stray dogs who would be detained there. CCTV be installed at shelter homes to ensure no dog is taken out or released.
आज हम फेलियर सबसे ज्यादा दिल्ली म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन का रहा है. उनको सही टाइम पे न्यूटर कर दें, उनके लिए जगह बनाएं, व्यवस्था बनाएं. आज आपने सारा का सारा दोष स्ट्रे डॉग्स पे मर दिया है. ठीक है, उनकी भी लोगों की भी घटनाएं ऐसी सामने आई हैं जहां पे उनको काटा गया है. पर आज परिस्थिति इस हाल पे क्यों पहुंची? क्योंकि एक नाकाम म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन और एक नाकाम देश की संस्था जिन्होंने उनको इस पे मजबूर कर दिया है, वो नहीं चाहते हैं कि रास्तों पे रहें.
To manage stray dogs, India has had the Animal Birth Control or ABC rules since 2001, which were revised in 2023. These rules mandated municipal authorities to capture stray dogs, sterilize and vaccinate them, especially against rabies, and return them to their original location. Euthanasia was only permitted for dogs that were rabid, fatally wounded or incurably ill. There was no mass euthanasia policy in the country. The revised 2023 ABC rules expanded coverage to include stray cats and reclassified stray dogs as community animals since they cannot be displaced. These rules also formalized community involvement in feeding and care. Even though this policy was in place, reported dog bite cases across states mounted to nearly 430,000 by January 2025. Aside from this, incidents of altercations between dog lovers and others over feeding them or dogs attacking others were often reported in the news. and the public opinion on this topic was often divided. Government data from 2019 said the number of stray dogs in India was 1.53 crore. According to a report published in The Lancet in January 2025, a third of rabies deaths in the world occur in India, and each year 5,700 people lose their lives to it. In 2023, the central government adopted a resolution to wipe out dog-mediated rabies by 2030 as part of its overall public health plan. After the Supreme Court's August 2025 order on moving stray dogs, banning their re-release but allowing adoption in Delhi NCR, many people raised objections, with protests also unfolding in Delhi. Senior advocate Kapil Sibal, who requested for the suo motu order to be stayed, told the bench, "Question is, has the municipal corporation built shelter homes? Has the dogs been sterilized? Money has been siphoned off. No shelters are there. Such order passed suo motu. No notice. They are picking up dogs. Where will they go?" So after public backlash, the Supreme Court modified its order regarding stray dogs in Delhi NCR. Animals that were not rabid or aggressive would not be moved to shelters. Instead, they would be sterilized, vaccinated and returned to their original locations. Back in Telangana, the investigation into the mass killings of dogs was still underway at the time of publishing this report.
Please stop buying pets from illegal breeders. Please stop breeding in your houses. If you choose to commit to 12 to 15 years of taking care of an animal, please make sure you buy it from a licensed breeder. Most importantly, please adopt. Reach out to your municipal bodies. Approach them to sterilize the dogs in your community, in your lanes, so that the numbers can be controlled.
The issue of stray dogs is a persisting one. It has not only been seen in Telangana and Delhi NCR, but also in other states like
requesting them to give feeding spots, requesting them to show empathy. These have become the very basic points of our today's struggle.
Several countries have effectively managed stray dog populations, such as Bhutan, which became the first country to achieve 100% sterilization and vaccination of its stray dog population. Turkey, with over 85 million people and densely populated cities like Istanbul, adopted a street dog coexistence model, in which dogs are sterilized, vaccinated, tagged and returned to their neighborhoods with dedicated feeding points and shelters for sick or aggressive animals. Then there's the Netherlands, which achieved a stray dog-free status through compulsory sterilization, strict fines for abandoning pets and nationwide adoption drives, bringing the number of street dogs down to nearly zero. So while Turkey showed how large population can manage dogs humanely in public spaces, the Netherlands showed the results of long-term enforcement that eliminates stray dogs altogether. When it comes to India, there are laws, guidelines and court directives to manage stray dogs humanely. But the challenge is implementation. Sterilization and vaccination programs are in place, yet limited resources and poor coordination often prevent them from working effectively. As a result, the cycle of growing stray dog populations, human-dog conflicts, and sometimes illegal culling continues across cities and villages. What do you think? Will India find a balance where public safety and the rights of strays are both protected? Or will the conflict continue to grow in every street and lane? Let us know in the comments below, and also tell me which topic or story you want me to dive into next. This is Vaishnavi signing off.